Hey everybody, it's Latif. I'm back. It's Sunday, here for my update. And I'm excited about this update because I'm sharing something, and it's something personal to me, and I don't do that. Like, I know on my other video last week I was joking around like, oh, I like to tell my business. No, I mean, I'm a blabbermouth. Like, if you are at the bus stop with me and a topic comes up, then and it's something that's relevant to my life, I might give you, like, nice little story or whatever. Like, for example, in the beginning when I first got my divorce, like, let somebody talk about divorce or a bad relationship, I was telling the whole story about how it all came about and who did what, and this, that, and the other. So I meant like that. But today I'm really sharing something that I usually would not share, but because all of my videos are about transformation and basically becoming the best you that you can be, and bringing out that inner person that that's in there, but you just for some reason can't live and walk in those shoes. So that's the reason why I'm sharing this, and it's something that I think that's going to help all of us. Some of you probably already have one, but if you don't have one, I really suggest you get one, because this is going to really, really help you, in my personal opinion. So what I decided to share is my vision board. Okay, so I'm gonna go over this. I'm gonna try not to be like teacher, like I am a substitute teacher by trade. So I'm gonna try not to really be like teacher, like, but it's pretty interesting. So this is my vision board, and the first thing about my vision board is pink. Pink is my color. Pink and silver. Pink and silver. Everything pink and silver. When I'm in a house, like the house that I know I'm in and I'm going to be there for a while, sorry guys, but it's going to be pink and silver. It's going to make my sons very uncomfortable to be in my house. Alright, so let's see. So what I did was, the first thing on my vision board I put at the top, like the main, like my main focus, or I'll say like the first thing that I'm going to do, and that's if I'm able to financially, no matter if it's from my makeup line, no matter what it's from, this is what I'm going to do when I'm financially able. And the first thing is buy a nice house for my parents. So you probably can't really see it because I can't see it too good from my screen on my laptop, but I just basically printed out a picture of a nice house, no mansion, nothing major, but it's a house, something that when I look at every day, I'm like, okay, what am I grinding for? This is the first thing I'm grinding for. And yes, I have children, but I'm estimating by the time I'm actually able to do this, my children will be grown or close to grown. So yeah, I'm hoping I can do it sooner though, and they can come over to their grandparents' house. So that's the first thing, buy a nice house. And then I kind of just went like, it's like all over the place. So you have buy a nice house at the top. I also have a picture of this lovely young woman who is so fit and with like the perfect body. No, I don't want the perfect body, because I probably will never get the perfect body, and that's not what I'm striving for. I'm striving to just cut a couple of these pounds, just some of these rolls, so I can button my jeans and pants up comfortably. And so that's that motivates me to work out. We'll get around to that workout stuff. Okay, and then I also put a quote from Mr. Albert Einstein, and the quote is, do not grow old no matter how long you live. Never cease to stand like curious children before the great mystery into which we were born. That spoke to me, because as I stated in the very beginning of my videos, I want to age gracefully. I really do. And I want to always learn. I want to wake up every day learning something new, because we all do. You learn something new every day. So why not? If you keep that, and I mean childlike mind in an immature type of way, I mean just always have that curiosity, just your inner child. We all have that inner little boy and little girl inside of us. We don't really go anywhere. We just grow older. We just have more financial responsibility and more problems, and our eyes become more open to what this world is really made of. But that inner child is still in you, And then I have my next thing will be giving back to the community. Like I said, don't have to be rich to do that. Not at all. There's so many ways we can all give back. I'm learning to do that. Like I always support the children that are out there selling waters on the side of the road. Even if I don't need the water, it actually happened to me today. My boyfriend was like, "You got water in the car?" I was like, "I don't want the water. I want to show them that I appreciate them being out here doing something productive." So I gave my ones up, my singles. I always, when I ride past that certain area where I see the children selling water, I always try to have some singles on me and just either take the water or just give them the singles. You know, it's just a token of appreciation as a mother, as a black mother of sons and daughters, because it's little girls also. Just showing them that I appreciate you setting this example. Okay? And so what Snoop has is, that's how we do it in the black community. We give back to the people who made us who we are. We never forget that. Shouldn't ever forget that. Never forget where you come from. What else? Let's see. So then I have in the middle, I have the key to success is being healthy, not only physically, but also emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. If you have been watching my videos, you will know I am an avid believer of spiritual, emotional, and mental health, because without those things you will be a whole loose goose, period. Okay, we have to be physically healthy, because if you want to be healthy, you have to be physically healthy. You got to eat right, you got to exercise, you got to get your sleep, you know. With that comes emotions. You want to be emotionally stable. You know, you don't be walking around with your heart on your sleeve all the time. I'm learning that too. Trust me, yeah, I have my emotional unstable days. God knows. Mentally, you want to have a good mental frame of mind. Okay? You want to have empathy, and all of that goes along with mental. And no, I'm not a doctor or a psychiatrist or a psychologist, but common sense tells me that I do want to be healthy mentally. And then spiritually, like one of my favorites, like you just want to be in touch with your life, with the lives of people around you, even if you do not personally know them. You know, you want to have that spiritual connection with the higher being. You pray for that, you'll get it. Then I have, like, I just put like little things. My favorite people, LeBron. Love LeBron James. I think LeBron James is an awesome human being, period. And it just has a picture of him giving back. And then at the bottom, I also put a picture of just a very simple little house. But the key about this picture is there's something that I really want. It has a little farm. It has some land and a little like garden type thing. I'm good with that. I used to joke and say, just give me a goat in the garden. Like, I can just go from there. Let's see what else. I have a picture of a makeup store. I would love to have a storefront. I would love to have a storefront. Like, yeah. I ain't got to be like Mac. I don't need to be all up in the malls and everywhere. Just give me one little store. One little store and I'm good. I'm working on that. Let's see what else. My last thing I have is a picture of a silver Toyota SUV. I like Toyotas. I always hear good things about them. They run good. I'm renting a car right now, and it's a Toyota, and I love the way it drives. And then on the inside, the interior is pink. It has some purple too. I like purple, okay? So I'll deal with that. If that's what I manifest, then I'll deal with it. But the interior is pink, silver and pink, my colors. So that's like all the things I'm trying to manage. Not even all of the things. That's just the beginning of it. And I didn't even put like some of the main things like bestseller. But love, trying to work on a bestseller. I did write a children's book. And I'm not going to really talk about it because I'm not here to promote that. Maybe one day. But that's not the topic here. So I wrote my children's book. And then I also have another book. Not going to get into that either. Like I said, I'm not here for that because neither of those are my bestsellers, and I know it. Just got me, you know, put my foot in the game, just wet my feet a little bit. So that would be one of the things that I will put somewhere right around here. So and then I wrote like some things in glitter. My favorite, like I said, I was like a little third grader. You would have thought I was in art class, and the teacher told us to do this because I was having a ball with my daughter's glitter, mind you. I'm gonna have to buy her some more. So at the top, I wrote devotion, grace, and luxury. And these are all words associated with the color lavender or purple, because I put these little lavender like confetti pieces. So that was cool. I like that. I also wrote love, humble, right in the middle, in the center, which I believe is in the center of all of us. God. Can't do anything without him. Without a higher power, period. You can't, no matter what you label him, no matter what you who you pray to, what you think. There is a supreme being, and he is the I don't even know, like, he's at the center of everything in our life. So definitely put God in the center. And then I wrote gratitude, because also we all know this whole law of attraction. You want to manifest, you have to be grateful for what you already have. Even if you feel like it's not a lot, you have to be grateful for that. Okay. I also put growth, because with transformation, that's like the main point. Growth. You want growth. You don't want to stay where you're at. You don't want to stay static. You want growth. You want to grow as a human. The older you get, the more you know, right? And then what else I put? I put giving. I drew like little happy pictures, things just to kind of like resonate in my mind. I drew a little heart with some silver. I drew some roses, which I messed up because me and my glitter, I had to put glitter all over it, but I drew some roses. I just wrote the name of my product, Enaj, at the bottom. I drew myself a little parachute, some little glitter in it. Wouldn't be me if I did it. Little parachute, some balloons, just little things, like little happy, things that I look at and it kind of gets me back on that happy feeling, whatever. To remind me what I'm here for and what I want to accomplish in life. Alright, so if you don't have a vision board, I suggest you do it, because if my 40-year-old self, yes, I'm almost 40, so I'm just going to claim it now. August is right around the corner. My 40-year-old self can do it. I'm sure all of you can do it also. You're never too old. You have a vision. You want to look at that vision every day. You want to try to manifest it. I'm not saying it's going to work like magic, but it does help when I look at it. Okay, when I'm slacking, walking my room, see the vision board hanging up, I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be doing this or that. I want to just talk about just how's it going with the transformation for me so far. What I can say is I'm learning that it's a lot of sacrifice. You're trying to better yourself, or you're trying to go from point A to point B. Don't even get started on Z. But it's a lot of sacrificing. So it's like, who's sacrificing? In my case, I'm sacrificing, and everybody in my household is sacrificing. Period. We're all sacrificing together, because at the end, it's going to be worth it. What I accomplish, it's going to be worth it. So yeah, we're all sacrificing. What are we sacrificing? I'm sacrificing my time from Googling. I like to Google stuff, questions. I should be sacrificing my time on social media. I'm getting better with that. My partner stays on top of me. He's like, you ain't gonna get nothing done by just staying on Facebook for 3 and 4 hours at a time. He's absolutely right. I'm not going to get anything done. I'm not seeing anything. Ain't nobody promoting my stuff. Ain't nobody liking my stuff. So what am I on there for? So yeah, I'm sacrificing my free time. I am sacrificing financially, because sometimes I want to go out and go shopping and buy stuff, but then I'm like, oh, I need this ingredient, or I need this supply, so let me go ahead and buy this instead of buying something for myself, or I gotta split the money between the children and my supplies. Sacrificing time with my children. A lot of times when I'm doing these videos, my children, they want to be around me, or they want to ask me a question, or they want to show me something, and it's like, I gotta do this right now while the baby's asleep, or I have to do it right now while so and so is not here. Thankfully, the children are not here, and again, I thank my brother and his wife for having them and keeping them, and I thank them for their support, because they know I won't be able to get nothing done with them children here. They just know it. Is it worth it? Heck yeah, it's worth it. I wasn't going to say the other word, but I'm not going to say that, because I don't know if children are watching my videos. But it's worth it. It's worth every bit of it. It's going to be worth it. Trust me. When I get, like, my goal is, once I hit, I would say 10 sales, but I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to say 5 sales. I mean, 5 legit sales. People that don't know me from a can of spray paint. Is going to be worth it. Even that 5 sales is worth it. Yes, it is. I'm going to make it worth it. You want to make it worth it. Make it worth it. Make everything you do worth your time. And I am preaching to you because I don't do that. So hopefully the words that come out of my mouth resonate with you, because for some reason it's not resonating with me. But that's the whole point of transformation. That's one thing I learned about myself. I'm good for like telling people what they should be doing, and how, how things can get better, but when it comes to myself, I don't do it. And that's like a horrible flaw, because it's just like the saying, like, and I say this to my children all the time: do as I say, not as I do. But realistically, they're going to do as you do. They're not going to do as you say. You're their role model. They're watching you. You might not have children, but someone's watching you. It could be a little girl down the street, neighbor, that maybe never ever say anything to you, but she's watching. So make it worth it. Conquer your fears. I personally have a lot to learn with that. I have a lot of fears to conquer. I don't like to share my stuff. When I wrote my children's book, I did not promote it not one time on social media. Not once. My boyfriend say all the time, it's just going to sit there. Like, this is the day and age you live in. If you have, you have something, a product, like, that's the only way you're really going to sell it. And I'm not doing it. I'm not. And maybe one day that will change. Like, I'd rather do the hardcore way. I'd rather stand on the street and ask people, do they want to buy the book, before I go to social media. So that's a fear, and I need to learn how to conquer that. I do have people that push me over they just push me, like, you doing it. Like, somebody shared my makeup online on Facebook, and I was freaking out, like, oh my god, now they gonna go to my Instagram page and see that I don't have a lot of pictures, and oh my god, what if they find out the YouTube videos, all these people that knew me, they want to talk about the background. It don't matter. I'm starting out. It doesn't matter. As you can see, I got myself a background. Well, I didn't get myself a background. My boyfriend got me a background, because like I said, I have those people that support me. It's not a lot. It's not a lot at all, trust me. But it's certain people that push me. Send me reminder text about my videos. Send me little cute motivational quotes. And that right there gets me going. My boyfriend and that person. That's it. It's like, now what? Gotta make it worth it. Like I was saying, I'm learning to live again. I'm really learning to live again, just by not holding on to so much baggage, not worrying so much about these videos, worrying about numbers, worrying about views, worrying about who viewed it. That's what I can tell you. Don't worry about it. Just live again. Just act like this is your new life. Everything you did before was another person. You have now stepped into another dimension. It's like the Twilight Zone. You now stepped into another dimension. So you get to do everything all over. Okay? You can make your life go from dull to exciting. You can do whatever you want. Whatever it is that you're trying to transform, use that as your platform to keep on building up and up and up, to do whatever until you're finally at that place where you can now say, so and so, that was the old so and so. This is the new so and so, and this is what the new so and so has to offer, and it's just going to just flow. You're just going to glow. You're going to flow. Everything's going to just all come into play, and we're getting there. I'm not there. I'm far from there. So, like I said, the reason for these videos is because I'm here. I'm doing it for. I'm everybody's partner. Everybody that's watching this video and going through the transformation, I am your partner. Okay? I'm just looking at my little notes. Other thing, and I wrote this down. It's like a stupid analogy, but it's like, look at yourself as a boxer, and you're keeping your boxing gloves on. Don't take them off. Don't take them off to go to the bathroom. Don't take them off to go get in the shower. Don't take them off when you're checking the mail. Don't take them off while you're at work. Okay? You're constantly fighting the old you to transform into the new you. Not saying that your personality is going to change, but like I said, if it's weight loss, if it's business related, if it's hair growth, don't stop. Don't stop until you reach it. Don't take your gloves off until, like, when the boxers, like, even after they count, so I don't know if it is 3 or 10 or whatever, give it 2 extra seconds and then take them off. You're going to need that to fight all of those obstacles, okay? And if at first you don't succeed, try again. My mother used to always tell me that, and I'm sure a lot of your mothers or somebody in your life told you that. And it kind of reminds me of an episode of Sesame Street. I know everybody's familiar with Sesame Street, and Maria is talking about practice makes perfect. So, yeah, and it's true. It stands true to this day. Try not to say too much. I have be the example. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be the example. I might be here helping somebody else that's viewing my videos be the example. Okay, I'm trying to be the example, but it's going to take time. So I don't know. But what you need to do is be the example. Work hard every day. Whoever's watching you, make sure you're being a good example to them, because you don't know. Like I was just thinking, like all of this that I'm doing right now, that I'm doing right now. What if I don't make it to 100 like I want to be? I hope so. But what if I don't? And what if I'm right at the tip of launching Enaj, and God forbid something happens? I need to be an example so that my children can take over, because I might not reap the benefits of building this makeup brand. But could you imagine how happy I would be if my grandchildren or my great grandchildren, someone comes across my notes or comes across my videos or finds my bin with all of my ingredients and they do it and they make it? I'll be just as satisfied. So yeah, be the example. Once you take that first step or you make that choice, keep going until you're overly satisfied. Just like I said about the boxing. Keep going. Don't stop. And just remember that everything happens for a reason. Okay? No matter what happened in your life. No matter, I know it's some wild stories about people's lives. But do not get discouraged. Don't feel like, well, this happened, so I can't do this. And what about this? And what about if I did this? Or God forbid, what if somebody got a video of you doing something crazy? Don't stop. It don't matter. Everything happens for a reason. Mostly, I feel like all of the mistakes that we make is to help us grow, is to make you stronger. And the sad reality of it is that that's part of being a human being. You know, I'm bracing myself for my children. All the mistakes they're going to make, that they probably going to crumble and give up. And it's like, I'm already practicing my speech. You know, look, sometimes you got to go through some things to make you stronger. 9 times out of 10, we're all going to go through something. We might not all lose a parent. We might not all lose a best friend. We might not all have been, God forbid, raped. We might not all have been bullied in school, or we might not all have been dirt poor. But whatever it is you're going through is definitely going to make you stronger, because I want to end it with this. You were born with purpose. Period. And that is why this little thing, right? Well, big thing, but little thing right here will really make a difference. So if you do not have a vision board, think about making one. It don't have to be fancy or nothing like that. Just a visual. It's just something to keep you going. And that's why I went through that whole list of everything that I wrote down. And I'm sorry I didn't memorize it. And I'm sorry that my eyes were going over whatever. But I did, like, all that stuff that I wrote down, I feel like is very important for all of us that's going through a transformation. And when you think about it, we're all going through some kind of transformation. It's just, I'm so focused on things that I want to fix and the things that I want to change and the things that I want to be successful in, that encourage me to make this video. Because I'm thinking, if I'm feeling like this, I know it gotta be other people feeling like this. So hopefully whoever you are, you come across my videos and you know, you look at me as your own little personal imaginary best friend, or whatever it is that you want to label me as to help you get through it. All right, I've talked long enough. I think I have unleashed everything that was in my heart, and I really hope that it helps some of you. I know this is a kind of off, laid back type video, but it's just, you know, I feel like it's going to help. I feel like it's going to help somebody. I really do. And that's pretty much it. I was out and I purchased some things from the wholesale district in the city for some of my products, and I'm excited to add them. So I got a lot to do. I'm gonna be writing some things down, mixing and carrying on, making some concoctions and seeing what kind of benefits, will be added to my product. So I'm excited. So that's what I'm doing. And hopefully whatever it is that you're trying to transform, you start working on that also. I did say that I was going to talk about the whole weight loss transformation, and I am a bum because I did not exercise. No, I didn't. I'm going to exercise though. I promise I'm going to exercise, because pretty soon I'm gonna start seeing some nasty comments like, this isn't false advertising. But I think I did lose a few inches because one of my rolls kind of went away a little bit. Like, it was kind of shrink just a little bit. But that's because I've been drinking a lot of water, and like I said, I've really slowed down on the eating. So I did keep my word to an extent. But I know that if I exercise, that's going to really up it up. That's going to up it. I know it. I can feel it. And that's pretty much it. Because guess what? Giving up is not an option. It's not an option for me, and it's not an option for you. It's not an option for anyone. All right? So I'm going to start making some more products so that when I come back on, I can have some new products to show you and share with you. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Inoj Beautiful, INOJBEAUTIFUL, the full word spelled out. All right, get working, guys, because I am. Happy transformation.